Hi everyone. In this video, we're going to talk about a really big winner last week. I gave out a signal on the gold versus USD, and it did turn into a really huge winner. Now, surprisingly, a lot of traders did not take this trade and many did. So we're going to look at the reasons why that happened and the lessons that we could learn from that. Okay, by now, many of you realize that my new service, the ABC Free Trade Signals, is super special. Now, how do I know that? Well, you're telling me in the overwhelming feedback, comments, and replies through all of your emails. Your collective enthusiasm and support is through the roof. I'm really excited about that. And thank you very much for sharing. Thank you very much for getting back to me with all of your feedback. Sharing your winning trades with me are proof that you're following my program. I can sense the joy in your emails as you describe what's happening, how you're learning, and how you're winning trades. And guys, I just want to say one thing that's really important. I'm hearing from and getting emails from a lot of people I've never heard from in the past, or it's been really rare. So I'm glad that everyone's following my program. I'm glad that you truly enjoy it. I'm glad that you're learning and taking some winning trades. And we've got lots to talk about in this video. So let's get at it. Now, as you know, this is me right here. For the new subscribers, this is me. My name is Martin, and I'm a proud Canadian trader. And guys, this is really important for you to get your free Forex signals. There's no catch, no obligation. I'm not going to sell your email to anyone else. I'm not going to market brand new products or costly, expensive programs. It's entirely free, but the only way for you to get it is for you to send me your email address. And here it is down below. You send it to mskyj007@gmail.com. At the end, I'll repeat this as well. So remember, you've got to send me your email address and tell me that you want free trade signals. Now, before we start, I've got a humble disclaimer. This is super important, guys. I want you to understand. My free signal service is an educational program only. Don't blame me if you lose all of your money. You probably weren't paying attention to what I'm teaching you, and you're not following my instructions. Remember, for now, we're trading on a demo account only. Later on, I'll let you know when you're ready to trade with real live money. Okay, now last week, this is what happened. On November 23rd, I sent out through my email alert a sell on the gold versus USD. It was a sell signal, and then at the same time, a buy at the British pound, Japanese yen. Okay, and then later in the week on November 25th, I sent out another email alert saying and suggesting a buy on the Australian US dollar and a sell on the US Swiss franc. Okay, so we're going to explore those trades in depth. And from my November 23rd email, to start off with, we're going to talk about the Australian USD. Remember, at the beginning of the video, I said that this was a huge winner. In my email instructions I sent to everyone who gets my free signals and updates, this is what I said. There's no surprise. Gold, which is the symbol here, XAU, on the trading platforms, is showing major weakness. If you want, you can take a sell trade on the gold versus USD. I did say a small position. It's not an official signal in the traditional sense where I give out the entry levels, the stop loss levels, and the take profits levels. So that would be kind of a traditional way of you getting the information, right? But I didn't do that. I just gave you the signal. I told you to sell the Australian USD, and finally. It's not official, but for adrenaline junkies, go ahead. And I said laughing out loud. So Again, I had a reason for giving you this information, and the next day I followed up with a great question on how many people took the trade, and I'll give you the results of the answer. And this is why I said at the beginning of my video, surprisingly, a lot of people did not take the trade. Okay, the next day after sending out my question, I wanted to find out who actually took the trade, who didn't, and I got a whole bunch of responses. Thank you very much. And guys, here's another thing. It's those people who respond back to me. I don't care what your response is like. Um, whether you're a successful trader or not a successful trader, and you're having difficulties, just respond back to me. You'd be surprised how much you're going to learn with my answers. And I often get back to everyone within 24 hours. So it's important to interact with me. It's important to keep in touch. And with the question, I asked everyone if they took the trade, and surprisingly, the results was this here. You can see it was approximately a 50-50 split. So almost one half the respondents did take the sell gold versus USD trade signal. 50% didn't, and I got a lot of reasons, and I'm going to give you a very important lesson. Okay, and that's coming up just in moments. Now, there are many happy traders. Like I said, it was a monster move down. Monster move down is given by the free signal. Congrats to all the traders who took the signal. Okay. Okay, in a moment, we are going to look at all the signals taken last week, what happened in that, and I just want to finish off with this gold. It was a gold experiment, and I concluded, and this is really important, guys. Hopefully you can learn or understand what I'm saying here, but here we go, okay? There are many conservative traders who are hesitant in taking trades, even when there's a strong suggestion to do so, okay? So this is one of the lessons, and uh, everyone watching this video can attest to some of these points here. Dig deep within yourself and see if any of them apply. Okay, some traders just want to be spoon-fed, trusting other experts only, not allowing some flexibility in their own decision-making process. So, in other words, some traders taking my signals just want to be spoon fed. They want to be given the actual signal, and if I don't give them a proper signal, they won't trade on their own. Remember, the whole point of my free signals program is for you to learn as well as taking the signals. Some traders are fearful of making any decision. So there are some traders who are so afraid of really taking any type of trades, suggested or not, and that's not really good if you're going to succeed as a trader. Again, how many of you fall into that category? Now, next, some traders need further help on their money management process, and therefore declined the trading opportunity altogether. So the important thing was when I told you to take a sell trade on the gold versus USD, I did not give you the entry level. I did not, well, I did basically say sell now, but I didn't give you the stop loss or the take profit levels. So some traders didn't take the trade because they weren't confident in their money management, knowing where the level should be. Okay, so they declined taking the opportunity altogether. Next, some traders extend their learning process to include an open mind to new possibilities while divorcing themselves from past mistakes or poor decision making. Okay, so this is good for this right here. This point is really good for those people who are kind of have an open mind, and they want to learn as much as possible. They're going to take trades, and even if they lose, they understand that at least they're trying to overcome their fear of trading, and they're going to give my program a chance. Now, next and finally, some traders only trade their favorite currency pairs and need to open up to other possibilities. So there are some traders out there that will not trade certain currency pairs. I got a couple of emails from traders who said they traded the currency pair in the past and they lost their shirts, they lost they lost their savings and everything else, and so they are now fearful of taking the same currencies or the same trades of the currencies that failed them in the past. And that's not a good reason, guys. If you want to learn how to trade Forex, you're going to have to follow the instructions and trade all the currency pairs that I offer. Okay. Okay, let's look at all the charts for the signals for last week. Okay, let's take a look at the signals from last week. We're going to start off on this chart, the gold versus USD, guys. And when I gave you the signal, it was right here, okay? It was right here after the close of this candle. Here's the actual signal. Okay, let me just do that. Okay, so that was the actual signal at the close of the candle. And when I said sell gold versus USD, your entry would have been here at the close of the candle. I mean, it could have been at the close or better, which means you're waiting for a slight pullback backwards, okay, retracing. But basically, you could have taken a trade right there. It was at 1836.90. Stop loss was here. It's calculated at 1.5 times the ATR. And again, I want you to pay attention to the lessons I give you along with the trade signals. It's really important that you learn along the way. So stop loss in my system is always 1.5 times the ATR. At the end of this candle here, the let me just do that. Okay, at the end of this candle, the ATR was 34.60. Okay, you can look at you can verify that, but it was 34.60, and that means $34. Okay, so when we're trading commodity like gold, it's not pips really. It's looking at the first two numbers, and it was 34. So on the average, going back the last 14 days, this price for each candle moved approximately $34. Okay. And I mean, you can say pips if you want, but then, equal one pip equals $1. Okay. But basically, I just look at $34. So 1.5 times would be approximately 30, would be up here. So 34, 44, 49, about 53 pips, guys. Okay. And you can see that's where, from the entry, that's where the stop loss was. The first take profit was, you can calculate it as 1 times ATR, okay, or less. I like using 80% of the full ATR. So if the ATR was $34 or 34 pips, then 80% is about 28, 29. Which gives you this level right here, 1809 as your first profit target, and this one here, 1782 as your second profit target. So we got these two by understanding that the ATR was approximately $34, and so from here, to give us the first profit target, we went down $34, or you can do 80% of it if you want to get a little bit closer to your entry, and assuring you that the price would most likely meet your first profit target. And then from here again, right here, your second profit target, another $34. Or 80% of 34, which is approximately 27, 28, or 29, somewhere like that. Okay, so that's how you determine the profit target levels. Okay, let me just take that off. And as you can see, once you enter the trade here at 1836, price did indeed go down dramatically. For the next 2 days, it went sideways. You can see these two small doji candles. And then on the last trading day on a Friday, price went down even more dramatically. But the most important thing is your first and your second profit targets were hit, which would have given you a really good trade winner. Okay, let's go to the next trade. It was given at the same time as the gold trade on November 23rd. It was a buy for the British pound Japanese yen. And right here you can see this was the entry, the actual entry I gave you guys. It went up the next day just slightly, but never reached our first profit target of 139.89. Okay. And so the interesting thing is that the volatility last week, and I mentioned it in one of my emails, was really low last week. There are no major news events or things that that impacted the world or anything like that. So it's a very low volatile. As a matter of fact, and I want you to look at this. The ATR right there is 127 pips, okay? That was the ATR. Let me use my crosshair tool. Now, from here, 127 pips would have been, you see, right here. And price only went up to here the very next day and up again just a touch. I mean, it didn't even make one ATR, which is, like I said, the volatility is really low, and it missed my first profit target by only 4 or 5 pips. So I was really upset with that. But in trading, I'm gonna tell you right now, don't get upset at anything, because anything could happen at any time, and it has reversed in the meantime. So again, our stop is right here. So in this case, I'm going to just say to you right now, you can either do one of two things: close your trade entirely or close half your trade. Close half your trade. Let's see if it stays above this green line and bounces back higher, right? But again, if you're cautious, and I don't blame you, and you should probably just close this trade, right? It's going against us, and I'm not happy with that. We missed, like I said, the first take profit by only 4 or 5 pips. So let's go on to the next trade, and the next one was the Australian USD. It was the signal given on November 25th, guys. The ATR was 59. Again, look at this. Signal was given right there. I mean, it's incredible, right? But there's the signal right there. And it went up just a little, didn't even make 1 ATR, which is, just crazy, right? But I do believe it's going to go up a little bit higher. So I've set, in these free signals, I gave you these 2 profit target levels. Here's target level number 1, 0.7412. The second one here. Now, what you can do is move over the weekend, move this first profit target down just a little bit, maybe just above 74, like 74.02, 74.04, something like that. I mean, again, we're learning, but I'm hoping that on the next candle at the close of Monday, like trading opens up Sunday and closes on Monday. So with the close of Monday's candle, Eastern Standard Time, there will be enough movement to go up higher, and even if it comes back down, but I'm hoping it's going to go up higher first before coming back down. So here's our stop loss, guys, and I'm in profit. I mean, I did get in here, so I'm in profit. Most of you should still be in profit, but you're wondering what to do, close the trade or not. Well, I wouldn't close the trade, just keep it open, and let's see what happens at the close of Monday's candle, okay? And finally, then we go to our last signal that was given last week. That was the US Swiss franc, okay? It was a sell signal given on the same time as the Australian USD signal, November 25th. The ATR is 57 again. Let me just check that. Okay, let me check that. Yeah, 57 again. So not a lot of, so that was at the close of this candle. Here's the signals right there, guys. And I got in around there, 0.9074. Now with this one, I said you can get in, you can wait to get in if price reaches 0.9074 or better. And again, if it would have gone back a bit. So, and I said, wait till after price hits and goes past 0.9774. So here's the first profit target, second profit target. On my platform, and you should always open up every trade with 2 trades, right? Just cut it in half, cut your lot size in half. So my first trade did have the first profit target. Okay, my second one did not have the profit target, the first profit target. So I got closed out and stopped basically at the first profit target. So I've already made money. And once you hit the profit target, okay, in my case I did, okay, then you can move your stop loss to break even or just a little bit better. So right there, I don't know if you can see it. So the entry was 90.74. So let's say 90.68. So even if it retraces back, you've made some pips already with your second trade. Okay, but that's what you do. Your stop loss is now to break even or a little bit better, so that in case it goes back, you can make some pips, right? For those people that got in at the original level here, when at the time I issued my signal, then you could move your stop loss up a little bit higher. But there it is. I'm waiting for price to still continue going down, and we'll see what happens on Monday. Okay, so guys, I hope that you enjoyed the video and that you're learning something. If you want my free signals, send me your email address. I'll put you on my VIP list, okay? And you'll be getting the next signals that come out next week. So send to my email address is right here, guys, mskyj, okay, 007 at gmail.com. Okay, so you can see my email address right here. Okay, and finally, if you really enjoyed what I'm doing, you enjoy my free trade signals, and you're starting to trade like a winner, that is fantastic, guys. If you haven't subscribed yet, subscribe, hit the like and the comment button below. Remember, you got to also hit the bell icon, which gets the email videos right into your email address. Okay, so don't forget to subscribe. Thank you very much for watching. Take care, and we'll talk to you again in the next YouTube video. And happy trading, as I'll have some more free signals for you in this coming week. Bye for now.